When Lucy was younger, her family generally neglected her. Her parents didn't show any love and Lucy was alone. Anytime she would try to talk to her family and friends, they would never understand her. Then, when she got cancer, her mother suddenly showed her a lot of compassion. Lucy knew that her mom only loved her because she felt bad for her, and her mom had no other way to care for her. Lucy's mom's affection was purely due to her feeling bad for her daughter rather than genuine love. This leads Lucy to feel isolated. Lucy held a grudge against her mother because of this, and any attempt her mom made to connect with her daughter, Lucy would shut her out.
Due to the cancer having a huge effect on her life, Lucy grows a sense of bravery. However, this bravery was negative because most of it was pushed upon by Lucy's mother. Her mother never wanted Lucy to show any weakness and scolded her when she cried during the chemo sessions. Lucy cried too many tears to the point where she couldn't cry anymore. Her parents also never showed up to the hospital that she was staying in. Her parents assumed that she was brave enough to handle everything on her own. Because of this, her parents had no other way to show their so-called love, and it seemed to Lucy as if they were abandoning her.
Obviously, Lucy's ego dropped when she found out that her face was disfigured. She always felt alone, and her physical appearance only edged that feeling on. She develops a sense of severe self-consciousness. She never wants to leave the house without a hat to cover her bald head, and even after her hair begins to grow back again, she continues to wear the hat for a sense of protection.
Just as Ashley had mentioned before, after the trauma that Lucy had to face before with all the teasing, stares, side comments, and physical and mental abuse that she had to face, she had tried so hard to become the person who no one would remember during her middle school and high school careers. Society doesn't give any mercy to Lucy's physical appearance, and it's even the same way in our day and age.
On one Halloween night, Lucy decides to wear a mask for her costume. While trick-or-treating, she realized that no one was giving her weird looks or calling her names. The mask was, in a sense, protecting her from the negativity of the world. She was no longer different from everyone else. She felt as though she was finally normal again, because no one could see her disfigurement. They could see who she was as a person, not in person. There's a phrase that you wear a mask when you want to be someone you're not, and Lucy takes that in a very literal way.
Lucy is like James from The Color of Water because they both glorified different things in their life and made them out to be something that they weren't. Lucy constantly thought that once she had someone who was willing to have sex with her, she would be pretty. She thought that having sex would translate and materialize into some sort of freedom from the looks she didn't want. It would represent to her that she was not ugly. To James, he thought that the corner would provide him the type of life he always wanted. He has the freedom to do as he chose. However, for both of them, once they reached the goal and those thoughts didn't materialize into anything, they realized that they overestimated the power and the change that those moments would have on them.
During Lucy's life in college, she finally begins to open up. She realized that she had the opportunity to be a new person. Her personality completely changes, and she becomes a very social person. She went from a person who could barely say a word to someone she had known for years, to a person who could talk to a complete stranger about liberal arts. She takes up sex as a way to calm her insecurity about her never finding love. She claims that, on page 206, if she could get someone to have sex with her, it would mean that she was attractive, that someone could love her. She claims that she found the secret to beauty and that she shouldn't worry about her appearance, but later contradicts this thought when she begins to have more surgeries and gets addicted to pain medicine and heroin.